Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome into the show. We are your hosts, Jeremy, which is myself, and we also got Eddie Lugo Studios to my right or left. It all depends on which direction you're watching from. And right here, we got Scott from the Muster Drill. Welcome in, gentlemen, and good morning.
Good morning.
Happy Friday.
I'm on the bottom today. How about that?
I know, but we could fix that. Hang on a second. Boom. There we go. Okay. So we got a good show lined up for you today. And I want to start with our shenanigans from yesterday. We uploaded the video, but in the event that you haven't seen it, it was a mad dash down to the port of Galveston yesterday because our daughter, who had a 12 o'clock check-in, arrived here at 12:30, and we got her at the cruise port by 12:45. So that once again, this explains exactly how close to the cruise terminal we are. And I think because she knew that, she took her time a little bit or whatever, but she forgot everything. Okay, she forgot a lot of things, and it's all explained in the video. I uploaded it to the JNS side, so you won't see it on Cruising is Fun. But yeah, she forgot everything but her clothes. I mean, she's got 2 pairs of shoes, nice pair, and what she had on her feet, which I'm not sure what was on her feet, but anyway, she's on her way to to Cozumel down there for a 4-day cruise. It's her first cruise. I know she's going to have a blast, but
Hope so.
Yeah. The more and more we drove, the more and more we thought about that she forgot, and it's like she had a suitcase malfunction. Also, she's one of those people that travel with a carry-on and like a purse or a beach bag. And that's exactly what she had yesterday until she had to go back to the car and get some things. Right. And so one of those items was a beach towel. Another one was a regular towel or a couple of regular towels. And the wine from the car. And she gets back in the car, and baby's like, you're gonna have to carry all of those bags onto the ship. Because once again, suitcase malfunction, zipper busted mid-trip. But she got the zipper fixed. All is well with the bag. And I thought that would be a perfect segue into the show this morning. Go check out that video. It's very funny. We got some people in the chat. Welcome to the show once again, and thank you for joining on the live stream and also the replay. We thank you for coming back for the replay. Today is Cheryl's day off, so we are going to attempt to do the show while simultaneously behaving ourselves and answering her questions in the background. So stay till the end.
So I have to say something based on what you just got done talking about. I have this great client. He's just a really amazing person and client, and I really enjoy talking with him, and he indulges me, a lot. So I really appreciate him for that too. And he and I were discussing the morning show and stuff like that or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And so he had made a comment yesterday. He had made a comment on yesterday's live on my channel, right? And this is just coming from him and I, because we live here where we have to fly everywhere. And he said, all of this Port of Galveston flexing is painful, LOL.
Wow.
That's right. I love it. I really do. I love it. If you drive in, make the attempt to come in a day early. This is the result of not coming in a day early.
Yeah.
Oh man, it was so funny. We would like to welcome everybody who's made it into the chat so far. Mike and Rihanna's Adventures is first up. Hello, welcome in. Jaden0428 has made it in. And your bestie and the other queen has made it in. Alice Lugo Studios is in the chat. Good morning.
That's right.
Fearless Rambler.
Oh wait, I should have went.
Was it? Oh yeah. There we go. Fearless Rambler has made it in. Good morning. Bone Tired Travelers. We need a sound effect for them because I've been trying to a concept for bone tired, but this is all I could think of. I don't know. But we might need a like a snoring thing for whenever they come into the chat.
I'll look for one.
Thank you, sir. Okay, I'm so sorry. They're sitting here in the dark because the power is out.
Oh.
And I think I saw some 80-mile-an-hour straight line winds. Come in. Y'all pray for them. They're going through out there. And pray for the people in Pensacola. We got family out there. And there were some strong tornadoes right there on the edge of the beach. So I know that the beach houses probably got destroyed down there.
Yeah.
The Bud Files is
somewhere I saw on the news or something where there was this like big, massive tornado that was just like ripped across like 10 miles of wherever. I can't remember where it was. It was on world news last night. And I'm always fascinated by that because we don't really get that kind of stuff here. I mean, we do, right? But they're like little F1s and stuff. And they, rip the roof off a shed or something like that. They don't do that. They don't do the kind of damage they do down your way. So,
right. Fats and Trey has made it in. Good morning. Orange Cone Vlog has made it in. ARAR Vlogs has made it in. And Jimmy, the Astute Tourist, has made it in. Good morning. Jimmy's still up, y'all. Oh, snap. They got lights. Boom. Yeah, and Pensacola did get slammed last night. It really did. I saw him on the news. I had to call my mom.
Nice.
Yep, because we do have family out there in Pensacola. Welcome in, everybody, into the live chat. And speaking of creators, we got some featured creators, and because it's Friday, we got to give you one more. So we got 6 today. We were talking about Fats and Trey, and I found that they have another channel. It's called Fats and Trey Food Reviews, where they review food, and so everybody go show them some love over there. Next up is Fun, Sun, and Fam. I thought that was kind of catchy. Go check that one out. And I got to speak clearly into the mic because it sounds like another type of word, but fun ship happens. Fun ship happens. Right. So the next one up is Gallivanting Gingers. Now, this is not Journey with the Gingers. This is another group of gingers that are gallivanting around. They love to go on cruises. Go check them out. Next up is Gangway Adventures. And last but definitely not least, I was in their live last night. They do a live every third Thursday of the month. And go check them out. It's called The Cruising Chicks. And they were talking about how, these all-inclusives down in Cozumel. And it was a hot topic for us because we were discussing all-inclusives with our daughter. And they prefer Paradise Beach over Sancho's, just like, a lot of people we know. They've been to both. They said they saw some things over at Sancho's that they didn't want to see no more, so they're going over to Paradise. And the Cruising Chicks, go check them out. They do a live every third Thursday. And let's see. I want to give you a live look at Galveston while I present the weather for today. It is summertime. It is heating up. It is just extremely hot down here, but in the event you are coming down for the weekend, okay, this is still spinning. Yeah, it's a live look at the beach, so the camera might have taken a tumble. Yeah, it's still spinning. Okay, your weather for today, we are starting out at 83 degrees and mostly cloudy, even though it's only 4% precipitation. Your high today is 88 degrees in the event you are coming down to Galveston to sail out tomorrow. and once again, we keep saying come in the day before.
Yep.
But if you are, there's no rain. It's 90% humidity and it's almost 90 degrees. If you're coming through Houston, they are under an excessive heat advisory, which means that the actual temperature is going to reach over 100 degrees. So everybody stay hydrated and stay cool. And that high doesn't plan on going anywhere. Today is June 16th, and we got some notable events here on this day. In 1971, Tupac Shakur was born. We also have, let's see, Liu Yang became the first Chinese woman in space when she and 2 other crew members were launched aboard the spacecraft Shenzhou 9 in 2012.
Nice.
The FDIC, the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation, was created under the authority of the Federal Reserve Act of 1933 and 1933. IBM was incorporated in 1911. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
They barely had cars, but they're making international business machines.
You mean you said cars?
Yeah, and speaking of cars, the Ford Motor Company was founded by Henry Ford and 11 associate investors in 1903. And IBM was incorporated 7 years later.
The computers.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
I
Very
think
nice.
I'm pretty much done with my tabs here. But there is a story that Cheryl passed over to me, and this was off of a Facebook post on the Carnival VIFP Club members. It says, I don't need any criticism. I know what was done was stupid, but just a warning. If you have a teenager that likes to joke around, be careful. My son texted a girl on the Carnival app, and he was going to jump overboard, just picking on her, and me and him were removed from the Mardi Gras today in Curacao.
Wow.
He has been given a permanent ban from Carnival. I understand with all that has happened in the last few weeks, their policy is correct. Just make sure you have a good talk with your kids about what is said in the Hub app. I'm currently in a hotel awaiting a flight home tomorrow. I've paid for more emergency passports and hotel room and flights than I did the cruise. Also, I was the person who said I didn't need a passport, so just a heads up, I now strongly recommend it.
Yeah, good lesson.
Yeah. So if you got a kid with a loose cannon on fingers, have a talk with them. You know, whatever is said in the app, everything leaves a digital footprint now. And that's one thing that I've learned through my years in tech, is that whatever you do on that tech is going to follow you. Especially if somebody doesn't agree with it, or, you know, somebody gets sensitive or whatever, you know, that's why I'm really careful as to what we put out. Yeah. And I always reference the news sources from whatever news source that I'm getting from, or if I quote something, I always quote the source. That way they can return to the source and bypass me. So with that being said, and speaking of the news, Scott, I believe you have some news stories for us today.
I do have a few, but it has been slow in the news front. So, Carnival Venezia named in New York City by Jay Leno. Carnival Cruise Lines Carnival Venezia was named by Jay Leno on Wednesday in New York. A welcome event was hosted to celebrate the ship's arrival in New York, with festivities continuing through Thursday morning in Manhattan Cruise Terminal while the first guests boarded to sail. President of Carnival Cruise Lines, Christine Duffy, greeted guests with special events to welcome them on board the Carnival Venezia. Carnival Venezia received a blessing by Father Enriquez Salvo of St. Patrick's Cathedral, while comedian and television host Jay Leno, the ship's godfather, performed a special comedy show exclusively for Carnival Venezia guests. By highlighting his own Italian heritage, Jay is helping us to celebrate Italian theming guests will experience when cruising on this beautiful ship. We've heard great reviews from guests who sailed the ship's transatlantic crossing, and now I am so happy to welcome our first guests joining us from New York to enjoy what is in store for them. From New York, the Carnival Venezia will take guests on 4-day cruise visiting Bermuda through summer of 2023. The ship will offer sailings 4, 5, 6, and 8-day getaways from the Caribbean or to the Caribbean, Bermuda, and ports in Canada and New England, including St. John's and Halifax, which I will be on one of those St. John and Halifax cruises in September. So moving on. So I have this story about the latest princess ship called the Sun Princess, and it's going to be their first Sphere class vessel. So as you can see here, definitely way different than I've seen anything with Princess. Looks almost kind of like an MSC ship to me. So so it says here, Park 19, a new family activity zone, will debut on the new Sun Princess, the first Sphere class ship set to launch in February of 2024. Located on decks 19, 20, and 21 on board the Sun Princess, Park 19 will offer 9 engaging activities for the entire family. Park 19, as the name suggests, is a new space created for all guests, including activities to bring together multi-generational traveling families in a location with spectacular views, fun outdoor activities for all. The new area was tailored based on guest feedback for more family and group activity spaces. So as you can see here from this image, I think it looks a little bit like a newer Carnival ship is, with the obstacle course and stuff here. And there's this interesting kind of like thing. Now, I apologize for the quality of the image. I'll try to get better images next time. But you can see here on the outside track, there looks to be like some type of suspended, track or whatever, where people are like, you can't tell from the image, but they're actually harnessed in and they're hanging on. So it's very interesting. It says here, in addition to these offerings, Park 19 will feature complimentary areas, including the Firefly Park for kids from 6 months to 7 years old, and Neon Grove and the Underground designed for teens. These expanded offerings give younger cruisers plenty to explore and enjoy on board Sun Princess, which, if you again don't know, that Princess has been probably not such a family-friendly cruise line. Not that was, deliberate or intentional. It always was more for couples and and older sailors, older guests, rather than more family oriented. So it's very interesting. It's exciting news. I am personally looking to expand my experience on Princess, and I'm looking to take more Princess cruises in the future. So that is the news.
When I first saw the pictures, I thought it was an MSC for sure.
Yeah,
it looks very much like. So that's going to be the first Sphere class. I'm not sure how many Sphere classes there's going to be at this point, but definitely looks like a cool ship.
Cool. Checking back in with the chat, Kathy Mills has just joined us in the chat and sub number 752. We definitely thank you for that one.
Nice.
Thank you so much. And let's see, Can't Stop Walking But Love Mowing and Cruising made the show. Hello, good morning. Catlin has made it in. Najuma Brown has made it in. Lone Cross hashtag MTP has made it in. Bamanola Lawn Adventures has made it in.
Hey, Bama.
Yeah. Oh, House of X Entertainment has made it in. Good morning. Nightbot's in the house. Hello. Oh, hey, Danny made it in. Griswold Family Vacay. Welcome back.
Daniel.
Let's see who else. Together We Travel has made it in. Oh, we got a cruise announcement. Mike and Rihanna's Adventures says June 15th, 2025 Alaska cruise on NCL Encore could be a possibility for us. Alaska.
Yeah. Alaska.
Yeah, Alaska, that's way different than Canada.
Yep.
I'll give myself a laugh.
Right. Six Bows is back. Good morning.
Kicking yourself, huh?
Yeah, that's a good one. And naturally, I got some cruise news stories here. Also, you were talking about Crystal just the other day. And it says, when guests board the newly revamped Crystal Serenity and Crystal Symphony for their inaugural sailings this summer, a redesigned spa concept awaits. Inspired by the Goddess of Dawn, the Aurora Spa will offer guests the destination for personal peace and overall well-being during their crystal voyage. With a new design and signature treatments led by expert therapists, Aurora will be an oasis for guests to rejuvenate the body, mind, and soul. A collaboration between Crystal and Tilburg Design of Sweden, Aurora is positioned as the most serene wellness destination at sea, with the design inspired by the time of day when the sun begins to rise. With the use of light, bright, neutral colors, an illuminated fiber optic starlight ceiling, organic materials, and a natural salt crystal and silk brushed slate stone, the new spa offers guests an oasis ideal for rediscovering their natural shine and radiance. Also, talking about Royal this morning, Royal Caribbean International already has a private island and an upcoming beach club in the Bahamas, but apparently it's not done yet in its expansion plans for the destination. The cruise line announced that longtime Bahamian business and land development executive Philip Simon will lead its next chapter of growth and partnership with the Bahamas. Simon begins his new role as president of the New Royal Beach Club at Paradise Island and general manager of Royal Caribbean International Bahamas on July 1st, in which he will oversee every aspect of the proposed beach club and be the local chief executive collaborating with the government of the Bahamas, regulatory agencies, businesses, and fellow residents to ensure Bahamian expertise and influences are the cornerstones of the beach club.
Cool.
Yeah. So
Nice,
that's really cool.
So I first read about the beach club right after the shutdown.
Mm-hmm.
And, and of course there wasn't really too much to say about it other than that they were going to, redevelop that strip of land there on Paradise Island. So, right. I'm getting more and more excited about it. And I'm really, really hoping that there's at least some section of it that's just open to anybody who arrived on a Royal Caribbean ship. So,
yeah. We'll see.
Well, that's good.
I will tell. Cheryl says that she loved the water background.
Eddie, speaking of cruising, you got some kind of secret going on, right?
Yes, sir. Coming up, October 28, 2024, living out of Tampa, Florida, in the Carnival Paradise, the Secret 2.0 boost cruise for the Halloween week. We'll be going to, in a 6-day cruise, we'll be going to Key West, Montego Bay, and Grand Cayman, returning back to Tampa. And it's going to be an amazing deal. It's in a very reasonable price. You could get your spot right now with a $25 down, refundable that you could get back if you decide to move on or do something else. And I hope not, but I hope everybody decides to come in and be with us. Also, you get to put your down payment all the way till May 2024, and the cruise doesn't need to be paid off until July 2024. So you got more than plenty of time to take a look into it and get yourself going. Also, cabins are moving. Balconies are very tight. There's not that many balconies on this ship since it's a smaller ship, which makes it nicer too because less people, we get to do more things together. Also, we're planning to do a few activities during the ship. There's going to be a costume contest in it. So I got a strong feeling there's a couple here that's going to go, and they might already be winning the event, but you never know. You might get lucky enough to deal with it too. So let's get together by getting in touch with Bruce at ocean2oceantravel.com. He has all the information about your booking. Any information, you could also get in touch with me. And Mike and Rihanna Adventures, they are managing a Facebook group called The Secret Booze Cruise 2.0. You could get more information there. And come on over, join the group so you could be up to date with everything that's going on, sir. Boom.
Booze Cruise 2024. Hosted by Eddie Lugo Studios, out of Tampa, Florida. Port of calls, Key West, Florida. Grand Cayman Island. Montego Bay, Jamaica. Aboard the Carnival Paradise. Join us for this great cruise, October 28th to November 3rd, 2024. Contact Bruce at ocean2oceantravel.com.
That's what's up. Yeah, those are some great ports. Cruising is fun anytime. Who has the day off has chimed in with a comment here. Let's see what it says. Great ports. Please join some outstanding creators on the Secret Cruise. Join the Facebook group for more info. See you on the group cruise next year.
Amen to that.
Yeah, we got to catch her on the Lido or something. And
By the way, Janice will be there. Cruising's Fun Anytime will be there. Of course, I'll be there. We're hoping that the mustard drill will make it too, but that's it's gonna be a tight commitment. But you never know; we might get lucky. So,
and there's another cruise announcement here. Orange Cone Blog says Oceania Riviera 10-day Rome to Barcelona, November 4th through 14th, 2024, for a conference for work solo cruise.
Ross, if you need somebody to carry your bags, I'm there.
Yep.
I am there. Even if I gotta rent a scooter just to carry your luggage, I'll do it.
Rooted in Essential Oils has made it in. Good morning. And I'm sorry if I missed you in the chat. I was gone away for quite some time. But yeah, okay. And Scott, you have a topic for today, and I have a feeling that it was based off of yesterday's video. And he simply asked, "Do I need to bring beach towels on a cruise?"
I cannot disclose where the inspiration for this question came.
Oh, okay.
I think I heard it. recently.
There's a
or
story
something.
behind it.
Listen, so I'm trying to have a little bit of fun with it. So here's the thing.
Yep.
The real super quick answer is no, you don't, but it probably doesn't hurt to either. But no, you don't. But I am actually surprised because when I heard this from somebody that was, talking about doing that, and it reminded me of how surprised I am when I go on cruises to see how many people actually do bring
A lot of
their own beach towels along. And, there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. It always leaves me curious as to, did they do that because they like that beach towel more? Maybe it's bigger or, plusher or something. Or did they just not know that the cruise lines provide beach towels?
Yeah. Eddie?
It's totally up to the person if they want to bring their own beach towel, or you could buy your own if you like, whatever the desire that you have.
Mhm.
If you're in the ship and you use the Lido, any of the pools, you don't need to bring your own beach towel because they're providing, at least in NCL, they provide you the towel. The only problem with that is if you take it out of the ship, you don't return it, you will get charged for it, and it's at least $25. At least that's what NCL charges. You could buy a beach towel from NCL also at $25. So you either bring it or not. It's completely up to you. You want to carry more stuff in your luggage that you don't have to, don't do it. So it's a simple personal decision. We don't. Me and Alice, we never bring beach towels because, first of all, I don't go in the water. And then if she does, she gets a towel. And what we usually do, we put it on my walker, and wherever we go, I put it on the seat part of the walker, and I sit on it. Just this way, it's out of the way. Or we hang it from the front of the walker. But other than that, we don't really need it. If we get one, it's just one. That's it. I don't plan to go in the water. I might get my feet wet if anything, and we carry our own water shoes. But other than that, it's completely up to the person to decide they want to get a beach towel or not.
And what we do is we leave those Carnival towels folded in the exact same position that we found them in. And if I go swimming with the kids or whatever, we'll just get one at the pool area and return it to the pool area.
Yes.
You can do that as well. Is that they have towel stations where you could just borrow them as long as you bring them back. And I've only did that once. The kids came on a cruise with us, and we got towels either from the shower area in our room or from the towel station there at the pool. And that's a really smart idea because, like Eddie said, if that towel leaves the room, your room steward is required to write it down. That way you can get charged for it in the event that you don't bring it back by the end of the cruise. So that's really good advice that Eddie gave on your beach towels. Our daughter got a beach towel to bring to the cruise, as well as two bath towels. That way she could bring them on the cruise with us. I think she might be afraid of germs from the way that she, brought it up in the video. So, hey, welcome in Rob from Cruising on the High Seas and Travel.
And I actually had two clients on a Royal Caribbean ship who, when they returned, asked me if I could do anything for them to help them dispute a $100 charge that they received
for towels. Yeah,
not returning 2 beach towels. So those were $50 a
$50.
towel.
Yeah, that's what Baby told me. She was like, "Don't touch them towels."
Yep.
I was like, "Ooh, we got pool towels," and she was like, "Don't touch them."
Yep.
Because that's $50. That's what it is.
Right.
She knew that.
Yep.
So yeah,
that's what we do. We leave them in the cabin. We don't touch them at all. And
right.
If we do decide to go out and she decides to go swimming, on your way out to the port, they usually have a stand outside with the table where they write down your cabin number. and they give you the time. You just on the way back, just drop them off with them, and they take you off.
Right. And
That's-
some
that's
private
insane.
islands, it depends on which island. Some private islands have towels on the island as well.
Right.
And some
That's
don't.
right. Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Orange Cone Vlog chimed in with a response. We brought beach towels to wrap around fragile items in our suitcase.
Well, that too. Yes. That
I
works.
use dirty clothes for that, Ross, but
Yeah, that's what I do.
yeah,
too.
I'll work too.
That worked too.
Yep. I have a bag for dirty laundry, and whatever is glass that I don't want it to get broken, I put it right in the middle of that bag of dirty clothes.
Mhm.
Yep.
A lot of people might not that idea, but hey, it
Yeah.
works. It protects
Well,
the item.
You know, unfortunately for us, Baby now has the platinum thing, and we're taking full advantage of the laundry services that are
Okay.
offered with that. And they bring it back in this nice, neat little package, you know, already folded up
Yeah.
for it and everything. So we took that whole package, never opened it.
Yeah.
We don't know if we got all of our stuff, and and just put it in the suitcase flat. So that was what we did with our
And by the way, the Glory, which was that we're going in now, does have laundry on 3 decks.
Yes.
So if you need some laundry done, this way you don't have to bring so much clothes.
Yes. Yeah.
Sure,
So some of
bro.
the older Carnival ships do have those small laundry rooms with, 2 or 3 washers and dryers
Right.
in them. Yep, for sure.
Yeah. And
I always
see
forget
just
about
go
that,
dump them
but
out.
I've been
celebration.
platinum for quite a while, and I just have never seen the need. I mean, I bring enough clothes for a month anyway, so I've
Right.
never seen the need to use the laundry service, but I might have to try it someday just for the experience.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's see. Bone Tire Traveler says we have little microfiber towels that we carry. So they do it too. Cruising on the high seas and travel. Yes. If you use them, you got to put them back by the end of the cruise. You
You
definitely
make sure that you get writing down that you returned it. You
Mhm.
just don't want to throw it on a bag and don't say, "Oh, I brought back this cabin, whatever," because
Right.
you will get charged for that.
Yes, you will.
Yes.
That's why it was good sage advice that Baby gave me. Don't touch those. If you want to go swimming, get them at the pool. You know, or if we go into Half Moon Key or Princess Key, they got towel stations there. On
Right.
those private islands, chances are that they're going to have towel stations, and maybe you can comment on Perfect Day, or NCL's private island. Do they have towel stations at their destinations?
Yeah, so at Perfect Day they do, and then on Perfect Day there's also a what they call the Cocoa Beach Club, which is a pay area. It's private, more exclusive area, and in Cocoa Beach Club they actually have separate towels on all the loungers and placed around the pool and stuff like that, or whatever. Bigger, fluffier, even nicer towels than the standard cruise ship,
Nice.
towel you get or whatever. So, yeah.
Cool. The Z Show Cruise Fund has made it in. What's up, brother?
Hi, Z.
He needs a sound effect.
I don't know if I have one here. How about this one?
There we go. That's a good one. Okay, Orange Cone Vlog says we take 4 suitcases, 2 large which hold clothing, a medium-sized one which hold miscellaneous items, and a small one which holds medical stuff that we carry on. Don't feel bad, Scott. It's like we got a heavy packer in the chat here.
Right.
Oh yeah, and I was going to comment on this too. The Celebration has like 4 or 6 ironing stations or ironing rooms that you can go in and iron your stuff whenever you get on the ship.
Right.
But Bone Tire says we use the laundry room to iron a shirt for formal night. So that they have ironing stations on a lot of these ships. That's why it's good to study your deck plans before getting on board.
Yes.
That way you can learn where this stuff is, because once again, you can't bring an iron, you can't bring a steamer,
or a hair dryer.
And Downy wrinkle release only goes so far. I learned that on the last cruise. It's like, why do we even have this? It doesn't look any different. but that's because we had heavy wrinkles in our stuff, and it didn't bring it
Well,
out.
when you pack a year in advance,
Yeah, that also. Yeah, that thing.
yes, sure, Cheryl. Yes, sure.
He can hear you.
Oh, you
Yeah, I
can,
know.
He can hear you.
oh, Eddie, I turned
Yo.
my granddaughter onto Timu yesterday.
Yes.
Oh my Lord.
Ed watching Timu.
Yep. With the delivery of a daughter was also the delivery of a granddaughter, and we've been an Amazon family. She's like the Amazon queen. Okay. And she turned everybody on to Amazon, and next thing we know, over the last couple of months, we're doing this instead. It's oh, there's the box. Yeah, the bag has now turned into a box. Eddie sent this the other day. Yeah, that's what a Temu box looks like. Yeah.
I just got an alert yesterday that my Temu order was on its way. I forgot about it. I'm like, I'm ordering so much stuff from Temu, I can't even keep track of them all.
Right.
I believe it. I know you got a few going.
Yeah. Take care, Ross. Have a good day. He said it out.
Later, dude.
He set it out to eye surgery. So y'all pray for the surgeon's hands.
Yep.
And
It'll be all right.
Had knee surgery yesterday.
Yes.
The Gaylors had knee surgery yesterday. Keep him in your prayer.
He'll be on his way home soon.
Yep.
What is this here? I didn't see how you can pick up as soon as you get off the ship and drop it off before you get. Yeah, right. There's they set up like a carpet outside with a table and a bunch of towels. They gave them out, and then when you return, that's the first thing you got to do. Just go to the table, get then your room number, and give them the towel back, and they drop it in one of those bins that they have outside. You get a water or juice, and you get a hot towel to wipe your face before you get in the ship.
Mm-hmm. And we got some breaking news from the Z Show Cruise Fund. It says, breaking news, I have Cheryl's disease. I'm expecting a package this afternoon. Now, I think he's more Amazon. We had this discussion between Temu and Amazon and how long it takes for you to get your stuff. I think because we said 3 weeks without testing it for ourselves, that may have turned him off. So it could be Amazon. I'm not sure.
My team was been showing up a lot quicker now.
Yeah, ours
Within
showed
a
up
week.
in days.
Yeah.
Yeah. It wasn't 10. It was more like a
Well,
week,
That box got here in 6 days.
6
I was
days.
extremely surprised.
Yep.
Yeah, that's about what mine's been doing. It's like a week, maybe a week or a couple of days more than a week or something like that. Yeah, definitely not Amazon. Definitely not overnight or 2 day, right?
Right.
No,
But
it's
lately, Amazon hasn't exactly been doing a great job of that 2 day shipping either.
Yep.
Yep.
That's right. Yep.
Especially if you order something on Thursday, you're going to at least wait until Monday. So that's
a lot of people don't know, and it's a pain in the butt to do it. And Amazon certainly, does a little bit of a pushback on it, but I just stand my ground on it. But if you pay for Prime and you don't get it in the time that it's supposed to, you just reach out to them through chat or phone call or whatever, and they will give you some type of courtesy credit, $5, $10 or whatever. I've gotten as much as $30 from them. It just depends on how expensive the item was. So like if you're expecting a $20 item, they're not going to give you $30, but they're going to give you $5 or something if it's delayed. But if you got a more expensive item or whatever, push back on them. They'll say $5, $10, they know 30. They'll say, how about $5, $10? They know 30. And they'll say, okay, here's 30. So, I do it every time. It does take a little bit of effort, but I figure, what, if I'm paying the kind of money that they're charging for Prime and they keep raising the cost of Prime, I'm going to get something out of it. So
right.
It's what now, like $140, something like that?
It's crazy. Yeah, it's $139. Yeah. So
Rob asked the question. We answered it, but it takes about a week for your stuff to get here from Temu. Yeah. From our experiences, and I guess it would depend on how much stuff you purchase as well.
Yeah, too. Yes.
My shopping list is always one item. I get one item at a time because of my experience with Amazon. It's like we put all of this stuff in the cart. We bought all of this stuff at once, and now it's going to come on different days in different packages. And unless you track what is within that box, you don't know what you're getting. It's kind of like you're just opening the box and praying that the item that you really were hoping for.
Well, at least with Amazon, I have subscriptions. So every so often, I already got something coming at certain dates. When it comes to something I need, I try to get that. I try to think of how many days I'm gonna need it by, because sometimes you get 3 or 4 items, and if you, depending on the dates that you pick, you may be able to pick a day where everything comes in one shot. So I try to do it like that as much as possible.
Right. And baby's list is long. The Temu list is growing by the day. Yeah. And Z-Show Cruise Fund says, breaking news, it's the other one. Yeah.
Wow.
It's the other one. So we'll have to see if he does an unbagging or an unboxing. Tune in. The Miss Queen Sunkissed has made it in. Good morning.
Hello.
And let's see. Eddie, do you have from PSV Odyssey's list for the remainder of the day of who's coming on live and or premiering?
Yes, sir. And here we go. Coming up at 10 a.m. in the morning is the Z-Show Cruise Fun. A Moment in the War with Darian at 11. Roy and Becky's Travels and the Ray Parade kickoff at 1 p.m. I keep forgetting it's Friday. I need to be paying attention to this Ray Parade since I do a live after. Ray Parade will start at 2 p.m. Eastern, followed by the party after the Ray Parade around 3:30. The Bob Files have a premiere at 5 p.m. SCT might have or might not have a live tonight at 7 p.m. Ava Porterfield Friday Night Live Music. Back Row Freedom at 8 p.m. tonight. Fantastic Cruising at 8:30. And closing up the night tonight, hopefully by 10 o'clock, I hope to be home since I'm meeting Meg and Darion this afternoon for dinner. I'm hoping to be home by 10, so I'll be on 10 p.m. tonight Eastern hopefully with my clock. So hopefully we'll see you guys then.
Okay. Let's see. I know that I saw a thumbnail. I'm trying to find it real quick. Let's see. It was from Mike and Rihanna. I know they're going live. I'm not sure if it's today, but I'm going to look them up.
Sunday at 5 p.m.
Sunday at 5 p.m. Okay.
Sunday 5 p.m.
Good. Y'all be sure to go check that out.
I mean, they usually do go live on Sundays, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And let's see. For the remainder of the weekend, I know that we have a very special show lined up for you on Sunday at 2 p.m. Central, 3 p.m. Eastern. And we went live with the women, the women cruisers who are going to be first timers that came on the channel and learned from the experienced ones. Then we brought on the men for It's a Man's World, and where we had a new cruiser that heard from experienced people on how and what to do. Then we had the teenagers, brand new versus experience. And now what Baby is doing is another group of sailors, which is going to be the seniors. This is cruising from a senior's perspective. So please be sure to check that show out. I know it's going to be fun. It's Mama Huddles from Huddle Adventures. She has graciously accepted, and I don't want to tell you too much about it. Just catch the show on Sunday. I know that you have the Friday premieres that you do, and also the Saturday stroll. But do you have anything else planned for this weekend, Eddie?
Saturday morning at 9:30, I'll be on Destination Funds live with Clark, and hopefully Embarkation Nation will be there also.
Right.
Then after that will be like you said, the Saturday stroll, and maybe 10 o'clock live if Clark decides to do a live Saturday night, then we'll do the live Saturday night 10 p.m. And Sunday, I'm hoping to have a very relaxing day.
Yes. Sometimes you got to take a day off.
Yes.
For us,
That's what I did yesterday.
you know us, we might pop in on with y'all and Sherry.
That's right.
So we can contemplate spending more money.
Oops.
Scott, what you got going on this weekend?
I'm actually I'm leaving tomorrow for another week, another land-based trip for me. So I'm my family is from the Shenandoah Valley of Virginia. So I like to go down there and visit and spend time down there. I feel at home down there. So it's I call it the motherland because it's where my family is from, and I come from this really prolific family that is responsible for actually settling the Shenandoah Valley back at the back at the beginning of our great nation. And so I love to be there. So I'll be spending the week down there, and I'll be vlogging from down there and bringing you all kinds of exciting stuff to see from down there and in the mountains and the beautiful, beautiful Blue Ridge Mountains. They are absolutely my favorite set of mountains. I love them, and I cannot get enough of time spending in them. I'm going to be doing some hiking and just having a great time, and I'm going to be doing the morning show from there, as well as just having a good time and relaxing, and I'm really, really looking forward to it.
Nice. Very nice.
Next Tuesday, we are right after the show. We are driving up to Dallas so we can drop off the kids, and then Wednesday morning, Cruising is Fun Anytime and JNS Adventures will not be on the morning show, as we are going to be in the air and cannot go live from an airplane. So yeah, we're flying up to New York City, where we will spend 6 wonderful days there. And I know it's going to be a hoot. On Thursday at 4 p.m. Eastern, on Thursday at 4 p.m. Eastern, and we've already put a reminder out there for everybody. We're going live from Times Square, and also we're going live with House of X Entertainment. So I know that's going to be a fun live. We're just planning on hanging out and bringing you some shenanigans. It's not necessarily about cruising. It might be
You'll see Jeremy dance with House of X. Don't look like that. That's ugly. God don't like that.
Don't worry, Jeremy. In Times Square, that's not normal. That's a normal thing in Times Square, so you'll be all right.
Yeah, I know. I hope it's not too much music down there. We could probably vlog. Times Square. It all depends on how much music, because when we were there, and it was in the heat of COVID, like the streets were super empty. I enjoyed Times Square. We just spent time there, with not a lot of music. But then came Friday, and the whole thing just exploded with music.
Yeah.
There's people out there with boom boxes and Bluetooth speakers and stuff like that. So we may go live. It all depends on the music situation going on around us.
That's going to be pretty tough.
Yeah, it is. But either way, they have a show, House of X Entertainment. Tune in, 4:00 p.m. next Thursday.
103.5 KTU, the beat of New York. You're gonna like that station.
Oh, okay, that'll work. Let's see. Let me see.
104 rock music. Yes.
Oh yeah. Before we leave, if everybody could drop their link, that would be so great. That way, all of you can connect with one another. Either type in the word #creator, #TMD, or #YoYoYo, and Nightbot will drop your link. Or simply #ELS. Either one of these will work. Nightbot will get your link and distribute it right here in the chat. The way everybody can connect with one another.
Yes. Mm. That's right. That's right.
We want to thank Scott for these backgrounds, because I really.
Oh yeah, the backgrounds. I didn't run through any of them today. These backgrounds that you've been seeing,
the background,
were wonderfully designed by our host here, Scott. And let's see. Okay, this is going slow, but yeah, all of these are really beautiful. I like this one with the coffee myself, because it's got the on the coffee bean. It really gets you
I like
going
the
in the
water.
morning.
I like the
That's
water.
right.
Yeah, and then the main one we're using, because we're talking about cruising and being on the water, is we put you exactly into the water, which is where you want to be, right?
Yeah, speaking of water,
Another type of water. Another type of water.
Well, that one might be if whenever we flush a troll out here in the chat.
Talking about water, make sure that when you're in Times Square, get yourself a dirty water dog and a
Dirty
slice,
water dog.
a pie
It's on my
slice.
list. It's on my list.
What is that?
A dirty water dog. It's a hot dog.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
and you gotta get the special Times Square only Krispy
Yes.
Kreme donut.
We do. That's where we're meeting. Actually, is at Krispy Kreme
It's
on
the
Broadway.
corner. It's on
I'm gonna hate you guys on Monday. On
You know.
Thursday, I'm gonna hate it.
yeah, tell them that's where.
Oh my lord!
Yeah. She stays like right there, So we'll
Hey Eddie, real quick, I was talking with B-roll Beth, and she is going to be doing some research about this, but maybe you could shed some light on it, maybe or whatever. But we were hearing some alternative, like our plan for Maravilla is to just do what we do when we sail from New York, no matter where we're sailing from. We've never sailed from Brooklyn before.
Yeah.
So our plan was just to simply take the train to Penn Station and take an Uber over. But somebody was actually mentioning that it would be better to actually get off Amtrak in New Jersey and take Path, like the Path Ferry or whatever, from New Jersey over to Brooklyn.
There is,
that.
yeah. There is. You will take a ride to the station, to where you need to go. So they might be better.
Yeah, that's what we were hearing, that it actually takes you straight to the Brooklyn cruise terminal. So we were like, wow, we can just bypass the Uber ride from Manhattan altogether.
It might be a little cheaper too.
Yeah, so we're looking into that. So, but I just thought I'd mention it to you because I thought if anyone knew, you would know. King of Brooklyn.
And then you'll be out on the water, so you get to take pictures of the city of Manhattan, South Manhattan, and Brooklyn.
Yeah,
you cross by the Verrazano Bridge also. You to take pictures of that too. So it might be a nice experience. Sorry.
And House of X wants to know when you're coming.
Oh my gosh, I'm going to be in New York a whole bunch of times. So I'm going to be there this September when I get on Venezia. I'm going to be there in January for an 11-day cruise on Maravilla. And when I get off that 11-day cruise in January from Maravilla, I'm going to be back just 8 days later to get back on Maravilla again. So a whole bunch of times in the next couple of months, but I'm really looking forward to it.
The Venezia is going to be out of Pier 88, right? The Venezia out of Pier 88?
Yes. Yeah. Yep.
Right,
yep.
so you'll be in the New York City side, and then Maravilla.
It's like two terminals down from the Intrepid.
Yeah, right next to it. Yeah, right next to it. You see the whole thing from the ship.
Yeah. Like when I was there last year on Magic, I was surprised at how much of Intrepid I could see from the top decks on Magic. It's really.
Yep.
The USS Intrepid. What kind of ship is that?
It's an aircraft carrier.
Yeah.
Carrier.
So yeah, and they've got it's it's a museum now, obviously. So they've got a lot of aircraft, a lot of naval aircrafts on board and stuff like that. I've seen, you can take tours of it. I've never taken a tour of it, but it really looks incredible. And it was featured in I Am Legend, if you ever saw that Will Smith movie. So.
Nice.
Yeah,
I took a tour. I took a tour of the Truman whenever I was stationed in Norfolk. One of my shipmates from A school in Mississippi got assigned to that ship, and he was able to bring people on and show them around. That is a big ship. It really is. And I would like to say that a cruise ship is around the same size. It's huge.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. So like where Carnival's terminal is there, I think Eddie's right, it's 88. So typically there's a seaborne ship that comes in there, as well as an oceanic cruise. But that's the absolute end of where you can get ships into Manhattan. I mean, beyond that, there's a bridge. I don't know which bridge that is, but I mean,
George Washington.
oh, is that the George Washington?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So I mean, obviously New York has lots of bridges. So
Yeah.
yeah, so there's a bridge there, so you can't get any further in down that way. But yeah, it's pretty cool. And it's really easy to get to from Penn Station. So it's a short Uber ride, 10, 15 minutes you're there. It's really great.
And, you could take the Amtrak over in Harrisburg. It will take you straight to
Right.
to the Port Authority right there.
Yeah, so that's what I do. I get on Amtrak in Harrisburg. Just take it straight up. And I don't even have to switch trains. So the Amtrak goes to 30th Street Station in Philadelphia.
Yes.
And then we don't even have to switch trains or anything like that. We just stay on the train, and the train pulls out of there and continues on up to New York. It's a really great trip. I really like it a lot.
Yes.
And I'm actually going to be doing something similar. I threw a cruise in the beginning of before another cruise that I already had planned in October in Orlando. And I threw another quick cruise in between that. And to do that, I'm going to have to fly down without my wife. So I'm actually going to be flying out of Philadelphia. I don't like to fly out of Philadelphia. I probably fly out of Philadelphia one every 15 flights, just because I don't like it. It's not convenient. It's not as convenient for me as Baltimore or Washington is.
Yeah.
So, but I'm going to be taking the train. I'm going to be taking Amtrak to 30th Street Station, and then Ubering from 30th Street Station in Philadelphia to the Philadelphia airport.
Mhm.
So I'm really enjoying these train rides. I love the train so much. It's such an amazing experience. If you have not been on the train, you should definitely do it.
Cool. And happy Father's Day weekend to all the fathers out there. And happy Juneteenth for Monday. But I also want to let you guys know that Juneteenth is our YouTube anniversary.
Nice.
I think we're at 2 years now. We started Juneteenth 2021. And that was literally our first vlog, was the Juneteenth festivities that they had going on down here in Galveston. It's very near and dear special day to Galveston as well, because that's where the announcement was made that all of the Texas slaves had been freed 5 years after the signing of the Emancipation Proclamation.
Yes.
So Juneteenth holds a special place in our heart, but it's also a very notable day in history. So Monday's show is our anniversary show. Nice. I know we're gonna have fun. And Mike and Rihanna has a question for us. Do we plan on doing the 9/11 museum? We went down there. It was one of our very first vlogs. We went down there and took pictures. We didn't shoot any video per se.
I don't think you're supposed to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When it comes to video, you're not supposed to video down there.
Okay.
You might get away with it or something, but if you get somebody sees you, they might say something.
Yeah.
Well, we just took a picture of where the buildings used to sit, where the
outside, yeah. But I mean, I'm talking about downstairs in the museum itself.
We didn't do the museum.
It's a very.
Plus, on this time, we're going to be on baby duty too, so I doubt we'll make it down there.
Yeah.
Again.
So if you don't know, part of that entire, there is a big 9/11 site in Pennsylvania. It's about 2 hours, maybe less than 2 hours from where I live out west, on the way to Pittsburgh. I've been there. It's where United Flight 93 crashed. It's called, I think, Shanksville, Pennsylvania. It's near Somerset, Johnstown area. Have you ever heard of the Great Johnstown Flood of 71, stuff like that or whatever? But it's about halfway between where I live and Pittsburgh. I've been there. It is an incredibly solemn place, as you can imagine.
Yep.
And I would never personally think of vlogging from there. So I think it's a place just best not
to leave it alone,
taken advantage of in that way. But if you're ever in Pennsylvania or in that area or whatever, it is they have a museum there, as well as an area down from the museum that literally is just feet from where the plane crashed. And you can walk along that area and observe the spot. And there's also a big wall with all of the names and stuff for the people who were on United 93.
Yeah.
But in any event, it is, it's definitely something you should go and check out and remember.
Yes. Do that. Rambling with the Brums has made it in. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yep. And I believe that will do it for today's show. Everybody have a good weekend out there. If you have plans, please stay hydrated. We think heat whenever we go outside here. So yeah, stay hydrated. Hit the like button on your way out. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already. And never, ever forget, we love you.
Bye.
Bye, guys.